Hey everybody, welcome back to another video of Living in Lexington. On today's episode, I'm going to take you out on a tour and we're going to go look at the best parks in Lexington, Kentucky when you live here or visiting here. Hey everybody, our first park on our tour today is actually Woodland Park. Sitting on 19 acres, the city has crammed a lot of activities in. Right behind me, you can actually see our skate park. And just beyond that, they are doing some construction on the playground equipment. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of everything that they've got, just so you can see what's all going on here. It includes 4 different tennis courts. It even comes with a practice court with a practice wall. So if you have no partner to work with, you're going to get to see that. It even comes with a swimming pool. There's a lot to do here, tons of shade. You're going to get to see a lot of beautiful colors. Right now it's fall, and so let's get after it. Woodland Park, ladies and gentlemen, sits right next to Chevy Chase and kind of smack dab between Chevy Chase and downtown Lexington. So you've seen my reviews before on the top neighborhoods in Lexington. So if you live in the Ashland area, Kenwood, Chevy Chase, it's a short walk. I mean, literally a short walk over here. There is some limited parking spaces here in the parking lot, but you also find parking, free parking all the way around. So just understand that when you come and visit Woodland Park, it is kind of city centered. So you're surrounded by neighborhoods, surrounded by homes, and so just understand that and plan ahead for that, and you'll find yourself some easy parking, and you'll be able to come enjoy all the activities that Woodland Park offers. Hey, when you're in Kentucky, you're on a basketball court, you see a basketball, you gotta take at least one shot. Okay, I know this is gonna become a question in the comments or through a message at some point, Ben, how do you determine what the best parks are? I've done a little bit of research and I've lived here. So I'm honestly going off of what I know. And I did a little bit of research about some of the parks maybe that I didn't know, but I will say these are the best parks in my opinion, my unofficial opinion. Don't get mad at me if you live here and you think another park's better. There are over 100 parks here in Lexington, ladies and gentlemen. I can't review them all, but I'm gonna try. I mean, down the road, I'll do future videos about the other parks because I do like parks. Parks are great, but I'm just giving you my top 5 that I think you definitely need to check out once you move here, once you are here, or if you were just visiting family, visiting friends. You gotta check out these 5 parks. I know what you're thinking. No, it's no longer pool season. We are in the late March, or late October. It's November 1st right now. So just so you all know that are from out of state, pool season for Kentucky starts Memorial Day officially and ends usually on Labor Day. So just to give you kind of an idea of what most of the parks and most of the public, I guess, public parks that have pools that's kind of their season, just to give you all just kind of point of reference. Final fun fact about Woodland Park, ladies and gentlemen, I've been showing you kind of clips where they actually name the different types of trees. I think that's kind of unique, where it just showcases, you know, it's not all the same tree. You're going to get a wide range of views as you do this walking trail all around the little park. I know it's only 19 acres, but again, they have a lot of really cool different things on top of one of another, including the fact that you can go look at, you know, the different types of trees. You'll see the different types of birds that live in there, but it's just a fun little fun fact that I think is unique and what makes Woodland Park just a little bit different than maybe some of the other parks here in the area. Next stop on our tour, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ashland Park. Without a doubt, this park probably has the most historical significance when it comes to Lexington, Kentucky. So Ashland is actually the name of the former plantation that our most famous Kentucky son, Henry Clay, lived. And so the name itself is actually so significant that towns across the United States actually took the name, including our very own Ashland, Kentucky. So I'm going to show you a quick tour of the grounds here at Ashland, and so you can see just how beautiful it is to come be and immersed in this history. Henry Clay, ladies and gentlemen, is considered Kentucky's favorite son because of just what he did politically wise. I mean, he represented Kentucky in the House and in the Congress. Was the 9th Secretary of State of the United States. So as you can see, like, he had a big, huge significance here in the area. But one of the things that I do want to show you is we have the botanical gardens here that I'll show you. It's a private garden that you'll get to check it out, and you'll just kind of see why people love to come here and just walk around, because the views are beautiful, especially during the summertime. You got tons of shade. So if you're a runner, jogger, walker, this is definitely one of the go-to places here to get that exercise in. I'll show you here on the next clip, guys, ladies and gentlemen, the home actually was one of probably the first colleges here in the Kentucky area. And so it was an A&M college, turned into Kentucky University, and then it turned into the University of Kentucky, which then relocated to where it is now today. So again, just tons of history here, and you'll get to kind of see that as you walk around. There's markers all over the place, kind of giving you little tidbits of information. So again, that's just kind of what makes this park such a unique one, mostly historical significant wise, but I enjoy coming here and walking around. Guys, as you can see right behind me, this is the Ashland Estate itself. I did want to get on here real quick, just to let you know they do tours weekly. So if you're in the area and you feel like kind of immersing yourself in the home and checking out everything, I'm showing you clips of just kind of the surrounding area. Definitely come check it out. It's worth your time. It's worth the effort. I promise you, you'll enjoy it. I mean, you're looking at a house that's been here for over 200 years. Easily going to be worth your minute. So just want to make sure you all understood. ladies and gentlemen, the third park on our tour. We are at the Arboretum. For those of you who don't know what the Arboretum is, that is the State Botanical Garden of Kentucky. And as you saw in some of these clips, we're actually right across the street from the University of Kentucky's athletic campus, which includes the Kroger Field, baseball stadium, softball, and soccer stadiums. It's a cool location. It's definitely a popular location for locals here to bring their relatives from out of state or friends from out of state. And we'll show you a quick tour just to kind of what you're looking at. It's a 100-acre park. Makes it one of the biggest parks here in the Lexington area. It's got beautiful trees, and you just know that when you're here, you're just kind of immersed in nature. And there are walking trails that surround the 100-acre lot. There's also walking trails inside wooded areas, so you'll probably see some wildlife while you're here when you come and check it out. But let's get back to the tour. Here you'll actually get a chance to see artwork also as you're walking around. I did want to get on here and mention real quick that this is actually a very popular tailgating spot. And when you come here during football season, you'll actually see, lines where people will come, hang out, tailgate, and just enjoy the atmosphere right before they take a short little half-a-mile walk to the stadium. It makes it very convenient, especially as you're trying to exit the crazy crowd. Just wanted to throw that out there. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, there's actually a little story walk. So something to read, a little quick short story. They change it throughout the year just to kind of, again, give you something to look at as you're, and taking a nice leisurely stroll. And it's just another little perk about coming walking around at the Arboretum. Arboretum's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got to see just a little bit of why people love to bring their friends from out of town here, why they love to bring their relatives from out of town here. Like I said, I could spend hours here just walking around, and you got just a quick glimpse of just how massive this place is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth stop here in our Best Parks video. So here we are at Veterans Park. Now, when you look at it on a map, it's on the southern boundary of Fayette County, southern side of the Lexington area, and it is over 200 acres, making it one of the biggest parks here in the Lexington area. And it is called Veterans Park. It is more of a memorial park for the different wars. As you saw, we have a tank from World War II here that was donated to us. As you walk through all the trails and the paths, you'll have different memorials that memorize different wars that the United States have fought in, and some of our soldiers who represented Kentucky during those fights. right now, guys, I'm in the middle of all three of their baseball fields that they have here. Amazing park, truly amazing park. Actually, there's 4 fields. I misspoke real quick. I have to, tout Southeastern Baseball Club here. They do a fantastic job of coaches, staff. They pride themselves on having a great culture, and they do produce some fantastic little ball players. So if you are a baseball fanatic, you want to do a little bit of research, definitely check out Southeastern Baseball. They do a great job, and I know that if you're a baseball fan or if you have a kid who's interested in playing baseball, this is definitely something you should check out. Hey everybody, we're on our last stop here of our best parks in Lexington tour. Welcome to Jacobson Park. Jacobson Park is probably one of my favorite parks here in Lexington, not only because I think it has one of the best dog parks that we'll show you here in 1 second. It's got a basketball court, multiple volleyball courts. It's got tons of pavilions for you to come out and have some picnics. And I believe this is probably easily one of the best ones. It sits on 216 acres of land. It includes probably the coolest disc golf course I think I've ever played at. Let's go check out the tour. So as you can see right behind me, ladies and gentlemen, this is the dock where they will actually have canoes, paddle boats, and this lake is massive. We'll kind of give you a pan view here in a second, but during the summers, this is one of the coolest places to be. Come hang out on the water, relax. You do have to have a fishing license if you do plan to fish into the waters. They do have regulations you need to follow, but true hotspot on the fishing game. This lake just is massive. It goes far all the way back. And so you have plenty of opportunities to enjoy and relax here on this lake. Hey everybody, before we continue with this video, make sure you do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, helps get this content out there, especially for those who are trying to research moving to Lexington. It's just another one of those videos that's gonna make that process easier for you. To one of the coolest playground sets that's probably here located in Lexington. Now each playground set in each park is unique, but I do like this one. I think this one stands out among the rest. During the summertime and during the warm weather times, this is probably one of the coolest parks that you'll see people come hang out at. We've got canoes, we've got boats, people are fishing all the time. It's a cool sight to see, especially when the weather's beautiful out. It's a pretty good day out here in November. I've already seen some people kind of running around. Like I said, this is easily my favorite. If you're visiting or you live here, you've got to come check out this park. It's got a lot to offer and will just brighten your day. right behind me, ladies and gentlemen, kind of just showed you some footage, is actually our spray ground area. So during the warmer months, the summer months, this will be just nothing but water spray. So if you're hot and you're looking for a chance to cool down or let your kids cool down, run here through here, got water spraying. It's a lot of fun. And you got an incredible view of the lake right behind me. So again, just another unique feature of here of Jacobson Park. I did want to make a quick note. There are public restrooms located throughout the park. The park's massive. As I said, it's 216 acres, so it covers a lot of ground. Some of it are porta potties. Some of them are just like the building like behind me, public restrooms, but those buildings are only centered in probably the more populated areas like the playground, this playground, the boating docks. I think I have public restrooms, so just beware of that when you do come out here. There are restrooms, but you might have to walk or drive a little bit to find them. Behind me, you see one of just the basketball courts that's here located at Jacobson Park. They're usually kept up pretty well. I can look at the nets and already see that they're relatively new. So as you can see, the nets are kept up, the court's kept up. I've come out here and I've actually played some pickup basketball. You know, you'll always, again, during the warmer months, you'll probably find a group of guys or girls out here playing basketball. So if you're looking for a hot spot of coming to play some pickup basketball, this is definitely one. It's got pretty decent parking, can fill up real quick. You might have to park a little bit of ways and then walk over. That's probably the only downside of this little area, but it's also a great hotspot for the fishing scene. So if you wanted to come and fish, come find the basketball court, you come park over here and you can get some good fishing in. So as I mentioned before, this has probably got my favorite disc golf course. Veterans Park has also a disc golf course. I think I mentioned that before, but I love coming out here. My wife and I, we like actually disc golfing, and she comes out and this is her favorite course too. It's definitely got its different challenges. Right behind me, through all these rows of trees, as you can see, is one of the holes, which kind of makes it, you know, fun because you can actually see a straight line through the trees the way they're planted. They're planted in rows. You can actually see the end of the hole at the end of the range, but you know, trying to throw a perfect straight frisbee sometimes can be challenging, and so it makes this course kind of fun. Each hole is a little bit different. Each hole is a little unique, which again, I think makes disc golf fun. But this one is definitely, I just wanted to show you all because this is one of my favorite holes in the whole disc golf. It's 18 holes, and I know they host tournaments throughout the summers. I usually come out here and I'll see some other tournament going on. So if you're a disc golfer and you're into that, that does happen here, you'll love it. Behind me is the large dog park. So I've just showed you that there's two massive parks. So guys, we have 216 acres. I hope they devoted some of it to the dog parks. I'm not gonna lie, I take my dogs here at least once a week, especially when the weather's nice, and there's always dogs out here. So you can see behind me, there's always someone that they can come and play with and be dogs and just be happy, and tons and tons of room to play with. Like I'll bring a ball out here, guys, I can't even throw it half the distance. It's such a massive, massive park. And as I showed you, they have two different parks. So you got one that's reserved for small dogs, one's reserved for big dogs. The small dogs, you can definitely come over and play with the big dogs if you've got a small dog that's used to being around big dogs, but they wanted to reserve one half just in case there is a group of small dogs that maybe don't want to play with the bigger dogs. So it's really, really cool, and it's really thoughtful, and they keep it real clean. They, you know, pet owners, from what I understand and what I see and what I witness, usually do a good job of keeping their the messes picked up, if that makes any sense. So right behind me is shelter number 4. It's probably one of the larger shelters that they have here. You actually can reserve these shelters. So I actually came out here last year, or actually say 2 years ago, for a high school graduation party. You could reserve any one of them for a certain amount of time. And so if you want to have some fun, you can definitely come out here. Just about each one of them has its own volleyball court. So again, adding that extra fun activities to it. I mean, you can come out here, bring cornhole, you can bring any kind of yard activities out here. and it's such a fun time. It creates a great atmosphere, especially when you're just surrounded by woods, beautiful trees, especially during the fall when the leaves are changing into their great colors. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this tour of Jacobson Park. I really hope you enjoyed this video. We got a chance to see at least my favorite parks. I mean, there's no real ranking system on which park's better than the other. They are all unique in their own way, which makes each one so special, and it makes that experience special. So whatever you're looking for, if you're looking for just a small experience or a much larger experience with a lot of things to do like Jacobson and Veterans, then you've got all those ranges. You've got them. Kentucky, like I said, has over 100 parks in the county. That's incredible. And there's so many that didn't even make this list that I could definitely show you more about. The Kentucky Horse Park, which is a famous park. You got Lexington Park, which is a great little park that I used to live next to and I enjoyed while living there. Masterson Station Park hosts crazy events like Food Crave. If you don't know what that is, you need to go Google it right now. Food Crave, Lexington, Kentucky. They host all kinds of events, and I might have to just do a follow-up video and talk about all the different parks that did not make my first video. So I like the idea. I think we're definitely going to go with that. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get outside, enjoy the air, enjoy the space, enjoy being in a park. Even if you don't live in Lexington, find a park close to you. Just get outside, especially while it's still warm out. Been really enjoying making this video just because it's another excuse for me to get outside. If you know someone in the area or know someone outside the area that needs to move and needs help, reach out to the Deuce Kirk team. Reach out to me. Hit me up in my email. Shoot me a quick text. Shoot me a message. Do something. We help with out-of-state clients all the time. Okay, we do that all the time. So if you know someone that's thinking about moving to the area, shoot them this channel. Let them know that we're posting videos weekly as they're compiling their research, figuring out where they want to live. These videos, I believe, do a good job showcasing all the different aspects of living in Lexington and why living in Lexington is so special. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends. Let the world know what's going on and that we're here. And I hope you all have a great day. You guys, from living in Lexington, you guys have a great day.